Hey guys, this is the Digitech RP-155. I've just been traveling through the presets on this pedal and so far it's been sounding pretty good. It's when I got to patch number 29 that I found one that really impressed me, and it sounds like this. It's a really nice glassy overdriven sound. It cracks up nicely. True overdrive style. So yeah, that was a really expressive sound that I really enjoyed, and I made it a good starting point. So I'll go right back to user patch number 1. There are 100 slots that you can store your patches in here. I just added a bit of distortion and this is what I came up with. I don't quite know where I was going with that riff, but anyway, the point is you get a nice crunchy distortion, and what I'm going to do now is show you the editing procedure. So I started off with that patch 29, which I really liked. Always good with a multi-effect system to start off with one that you particularly like and just build on it from there. I found that's always led me to some good sounds. You enter edit mode simply by pressing the down button, or you can go through the up button and your light will sequence through all of the effects in the chain, as you've just seen. The first line here is USB playback mix, so you can use this as a USB recording interface. It's also got a looper built into it as well. 20 seconds I believe is the looping time on this one. And your USB input level, so that's your record level. And finally your preset level for the actual level of the patch that you're playing. Traveling down, you've got wah settings, so if you imagine that you had a wah pedal hooked up in a series of effects, this is where it's at. And going down, compressor. Further down, whole selection of distortions. Then you got your amplifier simulators. Just turn the dial to cycle through all the different kinds of amp sims. It also has an acoustic guitar simulator. Equalizer, bass, mid-range and treble. Couldn't be simpler, and I love that. I like it just to be nice and quick and straight to the point so I can get on with my guitar playing, which is what we all came here for. Noise gate, threshold attack and release. Then you got your chorus and general effects. There's a good range of general effects. Looks like it's switched off at the moment, so I'll switch them on. And obviously several kinds of chorus, several kinds of flanges and phases, vibratos, rotary cabinet simulator, tremolo, and there's a ya-ya effect, which sounds like a wah-wah, but it's something that's been patented by Digitech as a unique sound to them. And it simply says ya-ya instead of wah-wah. So there you go, there's a lot of fun sounds there. Some special effects sounds, whammy effect. Some of these effects are controlled by an expression pedal, which you can attach through a socket at the back. Moving down, we've got the delay and then reverb right at the end of your chain. So all your effects are aligned in a very logical sequence. To get out of the edit mode, you can simply choose another patch up or down, or just keep cycling down until your patch number returns. So here we are, back at the sound. Except what I've done there, without actually realizing it, to be honest, was I added a pitch shifter effect in the chorus section. What I'll do now is just go through a whole bunch of the preset patches and you can have a bit more of a listen. I might even do some editing along the way. one. I'm going to go straight through to distortion and see what other options that we've got. Simulator off so we can get more of a feel of what the individual distortions are sounding like, because of course the way you pair up a distortion and an amplifier setting is going to greatly affect your sound, and part of the fun of this is finding the right combination. So that's a classic Boss DS1 sound there, and getting down to the more overdrive type sounds now. Okay, let's pair it up with an amplifier. I reckon some of these would sound great in a recording, as opposed to my little studio monitor I'm playing it through right now. So the distortions and the amplifier settings go on. Just proceeding now down to the, bear with me for a little bit, let's try some effects. Classic Boss style chorus. This one's more the traditional Digitech chorus, which I think is a bit more of a swanky sort of chorus. Sounds great for solos, if you can do it properly. Anyway, I'll finish up, guys, with a quick tour of what's on the back. Obviously, you know, there's the front and there's your 4 controls, as I've explained. There are some drums as well. And as multi-effects units go, that's a pretty good set of drum sounds there, and I think there's about 40 patterns to choose from. On the back here, we've got, how well can we see that? We've got our headphone socket there, control in. Don't have an expression pedal with me today, unfortunately, but I would love to have shown you what the wah sounds like with the expression pedal. Left and right outputs if you're recording straight into a multi-track recorder or something like that. Then we got a switch here to set between sending a signal to an amp or to a mixer or recording studio. And finally you got your guitar input there. So it's very simple. The outer chassis here seems to be all metal. The pedals have a nice feel. One nice thing about Digitech pedals is that you can play them with bare feet. Whether or not you want to do that, I don't know, but they don't hurt when you slam your foot down on that like it can do with some of the pedals that have a pin type thing that comes up. Am I just rambling nonsense here? I don't know. Sometimes late at night when you have a song idea or a desperate urge to play guitar, that can be quite a good feature. So it's a very comfortable effects unit to use, very ergonomic, and it's a nice design. It's very logical. You don't really need to read the manual. And that's the Digitech RP-155, which I think has a whole lot to offer your average guitarist.